what's that differentiating, like, what's that message or differentiating factor that you want to send to those that are playing those games, that, hey, why you should check out like what Soulgate is, right? It's hard to always tell gamers, especially that are been attached to a game, and again, the level of where the game is. But
Mhm.
indie games are always like, hey man, jump into this journey, right? Because it's a journey, like you're going to see it being built in public, especially here in crypto and in blockchain. What's the
Yep.
message though you want to kind of be able to curve or a model after, so that, you know, you get more players to start getting eyeballs here?
Yeah, honestly, the big value proposition, because it is an indie game, right? We're not like some AAA studio or anything like that. It's to hop onto the journey with us to create this thing together. We are all about community, and um, not just like serving the community, but actually two-way street, interacting with the community, building things with the community. So, for example, we're like, our big proposal at the beginning of the game was not to just include snakes. We wanted to include all of these characters in the ecosystem that, a lot of people are, they just like, they love these things. So the intellectual property of, and the culture, right, that was formed on Solana and other chains, it is a culture that's here to stay. And so anyone who's considering like a trading card game, um, or a crypto game at all in general, I would definitely recommend them to come check us out, because we are all about working with the community to build these things. We're going to build tools that will help integrate almost any character that you want into the game as like a playable card. So that's something we're really excited about. Um, it's something that we hope to be first to kind of claim that, like to be able to actually integrate entire NFT collections, multiple NFT collections into our game, using AI, of course, but like not AI slop. We're really tailoring the model to capture a consistent style that we have developed from our art team, who's like phenomenal at the pixel art animations. And so, yeah, like if you're into any kind of new tech experiments, indie games is where you want to be, because AAA games are just slow. They just take forever to come out. We're here building in public with you guys. You'll see bugs, right? You'll probably see some bugs, some stuff that's not polished, but you're also gonna get in on the ground floor of this new universe we're creating. And I think that is like so much better than, you know, like it's just a different experience than paying like whatever 60-80 bucks for a nice AAA title,
Yeah.
that you spend 10 hours on and then you move on.
Yeah, you mentioned something there about like the universe it's building. Talk to me about though the setting and the apocalypse like type style that you got going on right now, because like it's definitely interesting, and like, you know, we know that's a genre, especially in just gaming, the horror and everything like that, that is very very popular, and you brought it into kind of like, again, TCG type style here, right, in a way. Talk to me about like the inspiration for that, and like what is that look like for gamers?
Okay, so in a TCG, like the usual model of it is that it'll go through seasons of content. These are the expansion sets, right? Expansion card sets that will have like a certain theme. And so for a crypto TCG, this makes perfect sense. This is our plan, is to like each season partner with different partners. First, those partners will be like Web3 mainly, but we'll hopefully branch out to like any partner that will partner with us that will want to create their IP in our kind of world. Um, the first, you know, hook for the lore, and also kind of it made sense with some of our partners like Dead King Society, like Google, like Hotheads, and others that were coming on right now. It made sense to create that as one of the themes for the first card set, our Genesis card set, for the underworld to be like one of the principal themes there. It won't be the only one, but yeah, the story goes that basically these heroes are coming from a world where, dueling is a thing, and they're used to having these duels with the Soulgate, which is a portal. It's an interesting mechanic as well, like a new kind of mechanic for TCGs. But in the lore, this portal, it's kind of ancient technology. They don't really know who made it or where it comes from, but they use it to get around. And all of a sudden, one of the characters finds out that there is like a really ancient, powerful card that was trapping a god inside. And when he plays that, basically, stuff goes crazy. And there's a really weird eclipse that happens and throws everything in reality a little bit off. And so the underworld becomes the upside down, if you will, right? The world kind of goes upside down. And so, yeah, in the arena, like in the TCG arena, there will be some themed arenas that will reflect these themes. The TCGs are core experience, but it's not going to be the only thing. People are going to eventually be able to play a sort of RPG type of experience as well. We're building towards that, but it will come a little bit later. And so, yeah, these themes will come back in like the kind of single player or co-op kind of story mode once that comes out.
No, man, I think that's always really cool to hear sometimes like the lore a little bit, because I think sometimes that does get missed in games today. It's trying to ship the game itself, but figuring out that gamers also want to be part of that lore and immersive experience to why they're
Yep.
playing a game.